judge charged with killing his wife had 47 guns. Can you believe that? What's up, all my fellow lunatics out there? You know me, I'm Rational Lunatic, and of course, we got another wild one for you. Now, this story is about a judge who recently was arrested for the murder of his wife. Apparently, he got a little too angry during an argument, pulled out his 40 caliber handgun from his ankle holster, and shot her in the chest in front of his adult son. And now I guess I would like to say he's behind bars, but no, because when you're a judge who kills your wife, you get a bail, and you get a bail that you can afford. So even though $1 million seems steep, apparently it's not steep enough because he's out. Anyway, you know what it is. It's not clickbait. It's true. It's blue. It's official corruption news, and we're bringing you this story right meow. This news report is brought to you from ABC. Nope, not sponsored, just where I get this story from. California judge charged with excuse me, let me start over. A California judge charged with killing wife had 47 guns, 26,000 rounds of ammunition, court documents. Judge Jeffrey Ferguson paid a $1 million bail. A California Superior Court judge arrested has now been charged with killing his wife in front of their adult son at their home. Court filings reveal the judge had over 47 weapons and 26,000 rounds of ammunition in his home. I mean, he really made sure he had the tools to get that job done. Oh yeah, I would like to say he was, preparing for, something big to possibly happen, or, like an apocalypse or something crazy, but apparently that's not what he's preparing for at all, because now he's in a place where well, if he gets convicted, he's going to be in a place where he has no access to any of those kind of weapons. So, good luck, Mr. Ferguson. Ferguson allegedly shot his wife, Cheryl Ferguson, through the chest in the living room of their Anaheim home in front of their adult son using a 40 caliber pistol he pulled from his ankle holster amid an argument, according to court records. Must have been one hell of an argument. Jeffrey Ferguson, 72. Like, you ain't got a whole lot longer to go, bro. What the hell, man? Like, divorce is too expensive? Has been charged with one felony count of murder, one felony enhancement of personal use of a firearm, and one felony enhancement of discharge of a firearm causing great bodily injury and death. He faces a maximum sentence of 40 years. 40 years? What? Maximum sentence of 40 years. That's the maximum. What's the minimum for killing your wife in cold blood? 40 years to life if convicted on all counts. He posted a $1 million bail. It has been released until his arraignment on September 1st. I mean, I guess 40 years for a 72-year-old man, it's pretty much a death sentence, so yeah, whatever. But I just don't see any of us, the regular folk, getting 40 years for cold-blooded murder of our wife. But actually, you know what? I'm misspoken there. I do know there's a 25 to life. I believe murder conviction in some states, right? Am I correct? Anyhow, let's continue. In court filings, prosecutors alleged Jeffrey Ferguson shot his wife at close range while he was intoxicated. That'll do it. The shooting stemmed from an argument earlier in the evening while they were having dinner at a restaurant near their home, according to filings. So not only were they arguing at a restaurant, before they got home, but from the sounds of it, if he pulled it from his ankle holster, means he had it on him at the restaurant and was drinking. Um, Now I don't know about you, but this is just me. My own 2 cents here. Do you think there should be some sort of law against drinking and carrying a firearm? Or is there? Is there one that I don't know about? I don't think there is, but I could be completely mistaken because I don't follow the laws that fucking close. Excuse my language. But yeah, what do you think? Let me know in the comments. Do you think there should be a law, like kind of like how you drink and drive, like you blow so high and you have a weapon on you? Should there be a law against drinking and carrying a firearm? Because things like this can happen, spur of the moment. Which, I mean, it's not like he, just reached out and fucking did something stupid. Like, he literally had time to he reach down, pull it from his holster. I would want to say with a 40 caliber, he probably have to cock it, but I could be wrong. Um, because I'm thinking like a revolver. But yeah, he had time to pull it from his holster. He had a few seconds to process that thought. So, I mean, obviously he didn't plan it out. I mean, if he did, he just sucks at planning. But you would think someone with that kind of education would know how to plan a little better than that. But it is what it is, I guess. Anyway, while at dinner, the judge allegedly pointed a finger at his wife in a manner mimicking a firearm records allege. Oh, so he was thinking about this for a minute. Quote, upon returning to their residence, the couple, still in the company of son, resumed arguing periodically over the course of more than an hour. Moments prior to the shooting, and in reference to the hand gesture made at dinner, the victim uttered words to the effect of, why don't you point a real gun at me? According to court records. Jeffrey Ferguson then allegedly retrieved his pistol from his ankle holster and shot the center mass. Prosecutors Prosecutors alleged in filings. Their son then called 911, reported that his father was drinking too much and that after an argument, his dad shot his mother, according to filings. The son tried to stabilize his mother along with paramedics, but they were unsuccessful, according to filings. Within minutes of the murder, Jeffrey Ferguson then allegedly sent a text to his court clerk and bailiff that said, quote, I just lost it. I just shot my wife. I won't be in tomorrow. I will be in custody. I'm so sorry, unquote, according to court records. According to prosecutors, Jeffrey Ferguson allegedly asked patrol officers to shoot him and was slurring words while smelling of alcohol. He also made spontaneous statements and remarks acknowledging culpability, according to records. I mean, if you want to die that bad, bro, because you made that big of a mistake, why don't you shoot yourself? You definitely had enough firepower and ammo. I mean, come on. A search of the premises found 47 legally owned firearms at the judge's residence, including rifles, shotguns, and handguns, and over 26,000 rounds of ammunition, according to the court records. An additional firearm was later found at the residence and secured by defense counsels. And an additional 22 caliber rifle is registered to Jeffrey Ferguson, but its current whereabouts are unknown. Both defense counsel and law enforcement have been unable to find the rifle, according to court documents. The alleged murder weapon was a Glock 40 pistol, and it was recovered from the scene, as was a casing recovered from the floor, according to documents. So I was wrong. It wasn't a revolver. It was a Glock. So definitely a very powerful firearm. Not something I would anticipate being on someone's ankle. The single bullet went through Cheryl Ferguson's chest and exited through the middle of her back and into a wall behind her. Like I said, firepower. A blood sample collected from the judge about 7 hours after the shooting revealed he had a blood alcohol concentration of 0.06. So this guy wasn't even drunk. Like, honestly, 0.06, I mean, you can drive. You can legally drive at that point, so you're not considered even buzzing. I mean, yeah, there's got to be more to this story. There has to be more to this guy's mind than this just happened, spur of the moment. This guy, no, no, I don't like it. I'll tell you right now, I don't like it. The couple's son told investigators he, quote, never witnessed domestic violence between his parents prior to the night of, but he also reported that he has witnessed many arguments and that Jeffrey Ferguson tends to be more heated when he drinks, according to court records. I can't even call that drinking, though. I mean, could you? I don't know. And maybe they should have had more domestic violence. Maybe he shouldn't have held all that pent up shit in and he wouldn't end up shooting his wife. Or maybe they should have just gotten divorced, like I mentioned earlier. The son also told investigators that a few years ago, his mother told him Jeffrey Ferguson threatened suicide with a gun by placing it to his head, but she was able to talk him out of it, according to records. There was one instance of a gun being discharged while Jeffrey Ferguson was alone in the bathroom, but it was the son's understanding that this was an accidental discharge, according to records. Ferguson served as a Superior Court judge since 2015 and previously was a deputy district attorney with the Orange County District Attorney's Office for over 30 years, according to prosecutors. Oh boy, don't let him hit mainline. Oh boy. From a DA to a judge to prison? Bubba, you better hit PC as soon as you hit the ground, bro. You're done. The extensive conditions for Ferguson's bail include the surrender of his passport, that he not possess firearms or ammunition of any kind, and the removal of his concealed carry permit. Prosecutors also requested that Ferguson submit to a search and seizure, wear an ankle bracelet, not possess or consume alcohol, and remain in Orange County, Riverside County, or Los Angeles County. And I mean, that's pretty much how it goes. Yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like I said, another wild story. Uh, I skipped over it before. I wasn't gonna cover it because I just felt like I don't, I try to look for stories that aren't really pushed out there too much, and I just felt like this one was gonna get way too much media access. So, I really do try to bring the wildest stories, what I can find, and the ones that aren't really told as much. So, it's more of a surprise for you guys. Anyway, if you don't know me, hit that like, subscribe button, like me, get to know me, and with that being said, stay wild.